Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 game, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 game, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, this back on this. Skip. Let's go. I promise you, Predator was snap. He said, yeah, you come in here and handle it. That'd be the only thing to take care of this bill. You gotta come in here and handle it. And everybody just hearing him do that joint, man. And like, I looked at John, and I right then and there, y'all, a lot of the Predator situations that I saw, like, since I've been down at this particular moment, man, like, this was one of the sad ones because I'm like, man, like, he put himself in this predicament. Like, he wasn't finessed. This was a different type of play right here, y'all. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, usually the Predator got to put his finessing shoes on. He got to come to finesse king. This time around, he didn't. This was like an easy victory for the Predator right here. You want to borrow some money? Of course you can borrow the money. But you already know what I want in return. That's just what it boils down to, man. You know what I mean? That's how the Predator was carrying it, man. You know what I mean? So I looked at John, like, I felt so sorry for him, man. Like, I just was like, man, I'm like, yo, man, this joint crazy, man. My homeboy pulled up. He was like, man, he moving that room, man. He was like, the Predator won't have to pay us that money. I'm like, man, I don't be talking to that dude, man. He was like, yeah, I hope he move in there because he gonna take care of that money. Yeah, I don't care how he gotta do it. As long as he do get my money, I don't care. I looked at my homeboy like, man, he was psycho, man. But like, he was right. Like, he wanted his money. Like, bro was betting out a turn, man. He was doing some reckless stuff and it came back on him, man. And this how your karma be sometime, man. Look at this stuff, man. Now you stuck in a predicament where you might have to move in the room with the Predator, man. I promise you, through the whole time of this going on and the Predator snapping out, I looked at John and John just was like, all right, man, I'll move in, man. He said it, dude was like, his roommate looked like he was shocked. The black dude, the Predator roommate, he was like, you will move in? He was like, that's what he wanted. You want to move into my room? You really do. John was like, man, I owe, man. Everybody was like, when he said that, I was like, man, hold on, man. I ran up the steps, so I was like, hey, CO! I was like, yo, over 41! Yeah, 41 open up, went in my junk. I was like, so cigarettes, a bag of junks. I was like, man, I can't let John go out like that. Come back downstairs. I'm like, I said, yo, hey, John. I said, John, look, bro. Just give him this for now, man. He was like, what's this? I was like, it's 10 packs of cigarettes. He was like, yo, I'm good, Weezy, man. I said, you good? What you mean you good? He was like, this is my fault right here. I own. I said, I'm trying to give you the money to get the debt off you if you don't got to move in the room with him. I was kind of loud when I said that. I looked up. I seen his roommate like, look, man, I'm trying to give you some money to pay him, man. My homeboy pulled up, was like, Weezy, man, look, stay out of that. Stay out of that. I was like, shh. John was like, no, I'm good, Weezy. He made the long walk from cell 21 to cell 6. He was like this. He was like, no, don't worry about it, Weezy. He was just walking through the chair, walking across the pod. He looking crazy. He feeling crazy. I know he's scared for the most part, man, but you about to move in the room with a little short psycho, man. Somebody that's the shortest Predator I ever seen, y'all. So, boom. This is one that's new to me. Promise you, man. But like he said, he put himself in this predicament, man. The man didn't even want to accept my help. I tried to give him the cigarettes then, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even want, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, so when he go to his door, I look, his homeboys, they go talk to him. So they down there talking to him. So I'm like, yo, look, man. I said, don't worry about what you owe me. I said, now, what you got going on, man? I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just letting you know I ain't got no control over how you. He was like, I know, man. I'm gonna pay you guys, man. He was packing his stuff up all quiet. I'm like, this junk crazy. So I looked up. I seen the Predator dude's roommate. His roommate was leaving out the pod. I'm like, man, they trying to go handle this right now. They want these people won't waste the time on this move. You hear me? It ain't funny, man. But these people was trying to handle this mission right now. They was trying to handle the mission right now. So the dude John, he just like, man, he just packing his stuff up all sad. And I'm like, he's so drunk about this situation, They ain't even told him to pack up yet. And this man in the room packing his stuff up. So everybody at his door. And I come to the door, I'm like, yo, bro, you man. He was like, man, shh, it's all good, man. Like, this is on me. This one's on me right here, man. So I said, so look, what you about to go in there and shake, rattle, and roll with him? I said, because he acting like when you went in there the first time you shake, rattle, and roll. His homeboy was like, that's what I said. That's what I said. He was like, man, what y'all want to hear, man? Pause wasn't invented yet, but I gotta say what he said. He said, what y'all want to hear, man? You want to hear that I went in there, he made me whack him off? Pause. I mean, it wasn't funny, but word he said that. It's exact words. What y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear how I went in there, he made me whack him off? I'm like, whack him off? Like, I never paused. I was like, yo, that's wild right there. You had to whack your dude off to get 10 boxes of cigarettes. I said, man, this is crazy right here, man. I was like, yo, he was like, yeah, that's what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear that? That's what y'all want to hear? You hear, you look, see the sergeant coming in, sergeant CO, and then the dude roommate, predator dude roommate coming in. They walked in, they came straight down there to cell 6. When I see them coming, I went that way, I went around. I mean, I looked, they come in cell. He was like, his roommate saying he about to fight his roommate. And the only place he can move is right here. You good at going in the room with his roommate? John was like, yeah, I'm good. The tall dude, that's the predator roommate. He said, I told you, Sarge, I'm not going back in the room with my roommate. Like, he was there. Like, I felt like even though his roommate, I don't know if his roommate shake, rattle, and roll or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. He didn't give me predator vibes. But all I know is he acting like he was with the play the whole time, or how the predator was kind of like, even though the predator don't gotta like do a lot of finessing in this particular story, they still lining bro up like it's crazy slightly though. Like, dude just so much on point. He went down there and told the sergeant he was about to fight the little short dude in his room, which is the predator. So he gotta move. So they did the move. My word, man. So bro packed this stuff up, man. My word, he packed this stuff up. Predator dude, as soon as he packed this stuff up, I look up. You see the predator dude, he taking a walk down the joint to the shower. He like this. He like, he got a shower bag. He walking to the shower. I mean, he see all the ruckus going on. He ain't tripping. You see his roommate packing his stuff up. I'm like, man, his roommate anxious to get out that room. Like, I was like, I wonder, was he in there shake, rattling, rolling with a tall roommate? I'm like, this is nuts, man. You never know, man. But his roommate looked like he was anxious to get out the joint. You know what I mean? It looked like he was anxious to get out the joint. So his roommate, they get out the joint. They do the move. They do the move, y'all. I promise y'all, man. They do the move, man. I looked up. I seen John. John was moving his stuff, man. And it just looked sad the whole time. The whole time he was moving his stuff, he looked like he was in a tough predicament, man. Like, he just looked like why? But like life gets super crazy when you mess up. When you do something crazy, man, life can get real crazy. Or in prison, man. This man just was on top of the world. Everything was going smooth. Not only did he overbet, man, he owed a predator now. He owed this person now, man, and his family cut him off, man. So what is he stuck with now, man? Him and a predator, y'all. So boom. Now he has to live with this guy, man. I promise you, man. As soon as we come back out of the next count of the first count of them being in the cell together, it's a dude from Richmond that's sleeping cell 20. Cell 20 and 21 are right next door to each other. It's 20, 21, and 22 is a little separated, the last cell. But 20 is beside 21, so I'm pretty sure they shared a vent or whatever the case. I promise you, they came out. They was like, yo, man, look, man, I ain't going through this, man. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, like, 3D didn't really have, before we moved over there, we had a dude that was in a cell with a boy. And they used to fight sometimes. We used to have a little domestic out of them a little bit. But like by the time we got to 3D didn't have no gay dudes in there. They probably had dudes that was predators and they shake, rattle, and roll. But like, they got to have somebody to shake, rattle, and roll with. Like, they wasn't on it like that in 3D, man. So like, the dude from Richmond, he come out, he like, man, we about to go to breakfast. This the first time that John stayed the night with the predator. He come out, he like, man, listen, I'm going to tell you, Shard, I ain't putting up with that, Shard, every night. No, sir. Dudes are like, what happened? So we look up, John, I mean, he didn't come to child. You know what I mean? He like, what happened? Everybody was like, man, he signed, he was in there fighting John the whole night. It's like, what? He was like, he signed, he was fighting a white dude the whole night. Everybody was like, I'm not talking to the Richmond dude, but dude was like, what do you mean fighting? He was like, Shard, man, he was in that joint, man. He sounded like he was choking the man. He sounded like he was fighting the man. He sounded like he was strangling the man. I'm like, oh, white just a lot of like violent noises in the late night cell is not a good thing, y'all. So boom. What else could it be? They were shake, rattling, and rolling. That's what they were doing. I promise you, man. I was like, yo. So me and my homeboy walking, my homeboy was like, man, see? That John crazy, man. I told you, man. Man, I told you, man. He was like, man, I told you, man. That John crazy, man. I was like, wow, man, that's crazy, man. Like, it's sad how you can make the wrong move and lose your cheeks. Like, it's that easy in penitentiary, man. Pause, man. Like, I hate to bring this reality to y'all, but I have to. Like, y'all see how this whole thing happened. Like, he put himself in a predicament, and this is what happens when you mess up, man, like this, man. Like, this can happen to a lot of people. It's not going to happen to me, because I'm not going to borrow nothing from the predator. I'm just going to have to fight that maniac dude that's in 4 building. I'd rather take those consequences than borrow money from a predator, y'all. So, boom. Real talk, man. I'm not borrowing no money from the predator, man. So, like, that's just what it was, man. That's just what it was, man. John stopped coming to child. John stopped coming out in the pod. John stopped doing everything, man. I'm telling you, man, like, you wouldn't see John do nothing except go to the shower. And he would take a shower twice a day. He would take a shower in the morning and he would take a shower at night. And that's the only time you would see him. So I'd say it's been about a week now since he's been getting violated from the predator, man. Like, when you see him go to the shower, he wasn't the same John no more. Like I don't know if he was psychologically messed up and he just felt like, I owe this tab, so the only thing I can do to get rid of this tab is give up my cheeks. Like, I don't know if he was that psychologically messed up or he just was really with giving up his cheeks. I don't know. But all I know is from seeing him every day after that situation, man, you would see John, he'd just be going to the shower, he have a shower bag, he just looked like he in the daze. He like, his homeboy start talking to him, he like, he'll put his stuff on the shower. He'll get in the shower, he'll get out of the shower, go back to the cell. Go back to the cell, him and the predator dude in that joint, chilling. I'm like, this junk crazy, man. So about after a week go by, like I say, him looking crazy, being in the cell with the predator, my homeboy was like, yo, he was like, man, for real, man. He was like, John need to pay that bread. I don't care who he in the cell with. I want my money, Weezy. I'm like, yeah, I do too, bro. I was like, what? Like, bro, look what he be going through. I said, bro, he getting violated, bro. He getting violated, man, every night from this maniac dude. John, my homeboy was like, bro, he want that. That's what he want, man. I was like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I just felt like his back was against the wall, and he probably thought the old head was gonna stab him, man. You know what I mean? So as we talking that, like, we right there at the table, like we talking like right at the table. So it was another old head dude that rocked with slightly, that the rock with the predator old roommate. He was right there. So he like, man, y'all just young and don't know. Y'all green in penitentiary. You know, we only like 5-6 years in at the most, slightly vexed. We like, what you talking about? How we green? He like, cuz. He was like, they lined him up. They lined him up the whole time. I was like, what you mean they lined him up the whole time? He said, man, look, man, everybody already knew that he wasn't going to beat the Steelers, man. He said, everybody knew that jump, man. He said, man, that dude that's in 4 building that you seen coming over here looking all angry. I was like, yeah. He said, man, that's Twan cousin, man. Yeah. I ain't going to say what Twan from. I ain't going to say what Twan from. He was like, that's Twan cousin. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, that's Twan cousin. That's Twan cousin. He was like, and then Twan roommate. I'm like, yeah, what about him? I said, because he looked like he was part of the play. He said, yeah. He said, what, that little scare tactic they did, like him trying to keep him in the cell. Twan was trying to come out with the knife. He said, man, they done ran that trick about 3-4 times, man, at Augusta. I said, man, get out of here, man. He said, man, I'm telling you, man, it's a scare tactic, man. It's something that scared them boys, and then the boys just cooperate after that because they ain't trying to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt. So that's just what they do. I'm like, you got to be a sick predator maniac to do all of that, y'all. So boom. It all made sense, man. Like, y'all see how sneaky these people is. You see how they'll line you up, man. The dude that bet the 8 boxes, man, they saying Twan gave him the cigarettes to do that. He took a risk thinking that maybe this man ain't gonna have all that money. And he didn't, man. And maybe the predator was thinking like, yo, he's not gonna take a bet for 8 boxes of cigarettes. The man still took the 8 boxes of cigarettes bet, knowing that the 8 boxes of cigarettes bet probably was his minimum. Like, that's all he could bet. He was trying to be greedy, man. This is what happens when you be greedy, man. He got lined up, crazy lined up. I was like, yo, so they was planning this joint. He was like, yeah, that joint. I was like, wow. I was like, he's now look, he in the cell, he got his boy. You know what I mean? He gonna turn him into his boy, and that's just what Twan do, man. Twan just one of them type of dudes that he just real slick with it. I'm like, man, he's super duper slick balls. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that joke crazy. Me and my homeboy listening, like, my homeboy don't really care about it. I'm like, yo, I was terrified from hearing that information. Like, yo, he basically he went for that stuff, man. Like, how you going? Man, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Penitentiary is nuts, man. Penitentiary is nuts, man. I promise y'all. So I'll say probably like another week go by. It ended up being the Predator birthday. It ended up being his birthday, man. So like John, all that sitting in the cell, like he was doing for the last couple weeks, ducking from everybody, hiding from everybody, that came to an end. Predator dude got up early in the morning. I looked up, he got John out there at the table cutting up his food. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Got John out in the pod. Finally, see my homeboy saying, he like, man, I'm about to holler at John, man. So he stopped by, I see my homeboy stop by the table. He like this, he's standing up over top of John like, yo, like, what's up with that bread, man? You see John kind of like, John just looks so pitiful now. He like, Predator dude walked up on my home. This little short, but he walked up. He was like, can I help you? My homeboy was like, yeah, I'm trying to get my money. That's how you can help me. He was like, he owe you? He was like, yeah. He said he owed me 4 boxes and he owed Weezy 15 packs. He was like, who's Weezy? Oh, right there. I'm like, yeah, he owed me 15 packs. I'm from Afado. Yeah, he owed me 15 packs. He like, you owed him some money? John was like, those are the other ones I was telling you about that was in the pod that I said I owed. He was like, I don't keep track of everybody's name, man. He was like, man, look. He started walking towards me. He was like, as he was getting closer, that joint was in slow motion. That joint was like, he was like, he seen me back up a little bit. I was like, he was like, nah, you know. He said he owe you 15 packs. Let me give you a box and get rid of the debt. I was like, I thought about it. I was like, all right, that'll work. He looked at my homeboy. He said he owe you 4 boxes. Let me give you 2 boxes and get rid of the debt. My homeboy was like, you just taking away 2 boxes that he owed me though? He was like, look, man, look, it's my boy now. I'm just trying to do the right thing. This is my boy now. Like, he with me. So like, I'm just trying to do the right thing. He was a veteran predator. I'm just trying to do the right thing. This is my boy now. My homeboy was like, I was like, yo, bro, just take it. Come on, bro. Like, he was like, all right, that'll work. Predator dude said. He went back to the table. He was like, he put his arm right there by John. He was like, hey, he said, take your simple-minded ass in the cell and go get them cigarettes you owe them dudes right now. He said, how many do you want me to get? He said, get him a box and get him 2 boxes. Go in there and grab 3 boxes. Looked up, see John. John got up. He was like, what in the joint? You know what I mean? Came back out. He was like, now give it to him. John was like, he counted 10 for me. He was like, I was like, thanks, man. He was like, he didn't even look me in my eyeballs. He was like, gave the other joints to my homeboy. My homeboy was like, all right, we walked away. They stayed at the table. We was right there though. Like, we walked away a little bit. Looked up, you seen the Predator dude was like, hey, look, it's my birthday and you looking all down. Why you looking all down on my birthday, man? Look, hurry up and cut that, man. We gotta have some fun, man. Hey, open up 21. Open up 21. Go open up. My word, you see Predator went up in that joint. You see John was like, he hurried up and rushed the rest of the sausage and the pickle. He was like, he's scraping in the bowl. He was like, clean his mess up. He got up. He was like, he went inside 21. That joint said, that joint closed up. Cut went up game, y'all. So boom. I said, oh my God, man, this junk crazy, man. This junk crazy. So his birthday felt like on a Friday, so I'm about to get a visit. So as they was in there for a minute, I wasn't even paying no mind, but they was in there with the cut up for a long time after we received the payment of our own cigarettes back. So I went to go get a haircut, man, from the barber, man. So I'm sitting in the chair. The chair is kind of not even far from cell 21. But as I'm sitting in the chair, dude finishing me up, I sworn I was hearing some noise, you know what I mean? So he get the powder joint and, you know, the joint they put on the brush that after you finish. So he hit me with that joint, get up, I'm like, I hear, oh man, oh, come on. I was like, oh, I got quiet. Everybody was like, and you hear, shut up, it's my birthday. Shut up. I'm like, oh my God, man, I couldn't believe, like for real, y'all. I couldn't believe I was hearing that, man. That junk sounded so disrespectful, that close, man. Real talk, man. If I could, I'll beat that Predator down, man. I was feeling so angry when I heard that because I never heard, like, that junk sounded so crazy, man. Pause, man. I'm telling y'all, man. That junk was like, all right, man. Then you hear the Predator like, no, shut up. It's my birthday. Shut up. I'm like, so he got quiet. Everybody like, man, what this dude doing, man? He wilding out, man. What he got going on, man? So everybody like, So the barber dude, like, man, for real, he just disrespectful, man, for real. And you got other dudes like, man, y'all need to mind y'all business. Y'all need to mind y'all business. Like, man, that shit ain't right in the zap, man. Real talk, like, y'all already know, like I don't be on it like I'm trying to be a predator slayer. I don't be on that type of time, man. Like, dude put himself in this predicament, man. But like, when I heard that violation right there, and it probably was consensual, but at the same time, though, man was, oh, come on. Like, he was like pleading for his life. And then the next voice you hear is the predator say, no, forget that. It's my birthday. Shut up. Shut up. It's my. I'm like, this is madness right here, man. They stayed in that joint a minute. Everybody mad. Some people mad. Some people don't care. Man, I mean, I'm getting my stuff ready for the shower. I'm like, man, this joint crazy, man. They call cell break. The cut come down. When they call cell break, the door open up. You see the nigga John come out the cell like this. John came out the cell like this. John was like, he walked to the shower in front of everybody. Everybody looking at John like, bro, just fight, bro. Just fight. Let's go out. Go out in the blaze of glory, bro. You can't go out by letting a fucking Thor goddamn predator handle you, man. Your life can't be this, man. So I was on the top shower. I see him come out. He on the bottom shower. I'm like, damn, man, he done violated the man, make him get in the shower. So the man get in the shower. You know what I mean? After the shower, I guess they had the joint now. They trying to eat their food. It's him, his old roommate. It's another old head dude. Then it's John. So there's four of them at the table. But John at the table like this. John at the table like this. John ain't eating shit. John like this. John ain't eating a motherfucking thing, I promise you. Everybody like, oh shit. John looking mad as a motherfucker. John just sitting there. Yeah, the predator dude like, oh, you ain't got no appetite? Oh, you don't want to eat? I should make your ass carry your ass back in the cell if I don't gotta look at your goddamn face. That's how he used to talk to John. He used to talk to that nigga like that. I should make you carry your ass back in the cell if I ain't gotta look at your goddamn face. Stupid ass. Out here looking like that. What the fuck wrong with you? Cursing John ass out, John like this. He was like, man, matter of fact, he was like, the predator was eating, predator was like, he was standing up eating, he was like, crackling, he was like, he threw the spoon, food flew a little bit, he was like, man, matter of fact, man, get your ungrateful ass back in the fucking cell, man, it's my fucking birthday, man, and you acting like this, the fuck is wrong with you? Get your ass back in the cell. He was like, man, matter of fact, man, see, I know what to do with motherfuckers like this. John got up, John was like, you standing by the cell? Old dude got up, he was like, predator dude got up, he was like, he stormed by the booth. He went to say something to lay in the booth. All you see was 21 open up. It wasn't no cell break. You seen 21 open. That John say, that John open up. Predator dude coming down and John like this. He was like, John walked up in the cell. As soon as the predator dude went up in the cell, he was like, hey, mother. Then he turned around. He was like, hey, close it. John said, that John closed. The cut went up. All you heard was, motherfucker, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you, motherfucker? It's my birthday. What the hell is wrong with you, nigga? That shit got quiet again. Niggas was like, man, what the fuck? Then all you heard was, sound like a nigga was in there fighting for his goddamn life. That shit was. You hear the noise and shit. You see goddamn the predator, old roommate, his nose ass. He walked to the door, his tall ass. He walked to the door. He like, hey. You can't see in the motherfucker though, because the cut ain't come down. He like, hey. Hey, John. Hey, John, you good? Ah! You heard a noise like niggas like, oh shit, what the fuck? But that wasn't John. That wasn't John screaming. Man, it was the goddamn predator. That nigga was like, ah! That nigga did a loud, man. That nigga did a scream like his life was over with. That's what it sounded like, man. That John was like, that shit got quiet. This one woman was like, yo, you out of there, Twan? The cut come down. All you see was John's face. John was right there. John was like, he had blood right here on his mouth. He was like, he was looking through the door. He was like, the tall dude was like, hey, tell her to open up 21. They say, oh, she said she's over that door. They gotta wait for cell break. The white dude was standing at the door. He was like, he was trying to catch his breath. All you see was a nigga jump on his neck. He was like, ah! Like nigga did a jump off the bed. That nigga like he did a Bushwick Bill. That nigga jumped off the bed like, yeah. And he just got them, grabbed the white boy. They ain't got the cut up so you can see it. He like he on a bull. That nigga was like, the white dude was like, John was like, boom! He dunked the shit out of the predator. Predator hit the ground. He was like, I looked at the predator white tee. That shit was bleeding right here. Man, that shit, he had blood all right here. He had a big blood mark right here. That junk was huge, man, like a super big diesel blood mark right here. I was looking at that junk, he like, he squared off with John. John was like, come on, I had enough. Come on, come on. John turned into a crazy psycho. He's like, come on, man. Come on, man. You're not raping me no more, man. Come on, I had enough. You're not raping me no more, man. I'd rather be on the live. I'd rather be on the live. You see the Predator was like, there's a cell break. You see his old roommate, just like a Predator assistant he is. He was like, the lady opened the door. 21 opened up. He was like, John was like, yeah, come on. His old roommate came in the joint. His old roommate was coming back. So we see him, we like, what the hell is he doing? So the dude from Richmond that sleep beside him, they see what's going on. They happy that the John stuck up for himself. So they kind of like right there. They cell kind of right there. They see the dude coming back. My word, the lady in the booth ain't paying this no mind. They see the dude coming back, man. His old roommate, he walked. They just start wrecking it, John. Boom, boom. John and the Predator start rumbling again. Boom, 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 boom. There that bitch rumbling. Dude get to the door like he was about to go in. Man, this is my word. Richmond dude caught his ass. Fwat! When the Richmond dude caught the tall nigga, his old roommate, he was like, he gained himself back. He come this way. Boom! They hit his ass. Got that nigga fell by the steps. But he like behind the steps by cell 16 now. He over that way. Man, my word, him and his roommate went over that bitch and they start stomping the tall nigga out. Boom, boom, they start beating his ass. I look, I'm like, this shit crazy as a bitch, man. I'm like, man, this dumb ass shit. I'm like, these niggas snap. These niggas snap on the Predator, man. Them niggas start running, boom, 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 boom. So them niggas banked the hell out of his roommate. They banked the shit out of his ass, left him right there, slid off. John got the Predator in the fucking headlock, my word. Man, John got the Predator in the headlock like this, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, like he beating the Predator, man, he's beating the Predator ass. Man, he's beating the Predator ass. Cell break over with. Doors closed. The doors close up. Goddamn, niggas all at the door like, oh shit. And they got the Predator headlock. He's sweating. He like, Predator like, ah. He like, poosh. He's still hitting the Predator. Predator got a big ass knot right here. He's still hitting that nigga ass. Poof. Poof. I had enough. Poof. Poof. I had enough of this. Poof. Bro, he just keep hitting the Predator. I'm like, why the fuck did he didn't do this in the beginning? Dumbass, this shit was crazy as hell, man. He's fucking the Predator up. The Predator roommate is knocked out right there. Couple cells down. This shit mayhem in the pod, y'all. This shit is mayhem in the pod on everything. They say, they say, y'all about to do a round the top tier. You hit the back door. Poof. He come in through the top from 44. He do a round. Niggas like, oh shit. Goddamn. Nigga do a round. That nigga finish goddamn. He go about 23. He come down from 23, he stop by cell 1. He do the round, he come 1 through 12, then he hit the corner 13 through 22. When he get ready to get by 21, he was like, whoosh, whoosh. He was like, God damn, hey man, come on, man. Hey, look, man, let him go, man. He was like, yo, I gotta, let him go, man. Let him go. Everybody start going to the door, looking down. The door open up, they don't say, You looked up, you still see John. John was on the ground like this. He couldn't even have no more energy. He was like, It was blood everywhere. He was like, They say, police start coming in. They ran it straight down to 21. They go straight to John. Like, come on, man. That's enough, man. That's enough. They pulled John up off, and John was like, John was super bloody. He like, he was graping me, man. See, I was like, what? He was like, he was graping me. He was graping me. He put his hand on the bench. He was like, they grabbed the Predator. He was like, man, you all right, man? Predator was like, He can't make a noise like that while they was in the city. He was like, lock down. Everybody locked down. Everybody taking their time. The Predator was like, He was like, what, he stabbed you? Where you bleeding at? Where you stabbed at? He was like, he ain't stabbed me, man. He was like, what happened? He was like, man, he bit my nipple off, man. I was like, oh my God. John bit that nigga nipple off, y'all. I was like, oh, that's why he was bleeding. I said, oh my God. Man, John bit that nigga nipple off, man. Y'all see this shit, man? Predator didn't come out good on this one, man. Man, them people got the Predator, man. That nigga shit was leaking, man. That nigga was dripping blood. Walking out the bitch. He was leaking blood. He had like 2 big ass knots on his fucking forehead, man. Man, that man was fucked up, man. They handcuffed John. They took that nigga out, man. They see the nigga stretched out over there by 16, his roommate. They was like, who the fuck did this? They was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They locked our ass down. They come get his dumb ass. They take him. They take that nigga, this nigga so petty. They take his old roommate, this nigga go down to medical and snitch. He snitch on the niggas from Richmond, man. They come back and lock them niggas up, man. Word, man. That whole situation was crazy. That shit was crazy, man. But John got about that shit, though, man. We never got our money, but John got about that shit, man. And I never seen the Predator no more after that, y'all. You know, I can work in the hole. So I never seen the Predator back there, man. Like John was in 3-8. And I would see him, but I never had a conversation with him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would see him. He didn't ask me, yo, can you do a favor? He never asked for none of that because I just felt like he was so, like, disturbed and, like, that shit was so much that he went through. He was embarrassed. You know what I mean? So I never spoke to him, but he stayed in the hole for that shit, and I guess they shipped him. You know what I mean? But we never seen that nigga again. I seen that nigga roommate, the tall nigga again, his pet ass. He was goddamn a Predator assistant, man. That's what he was, man, because he was part of the lineup, man. But that shit was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story, though. I thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay out the way, man. Our people need us out here, man. Please, man. If not for yourself, man, please, man, for your family, man, just stay out of prison, man. Like, we don't want to have to go through these situations that I'm giving y'all these stories of. It's spooky in there, man. It never ends well, and you could not make it home if you get locked up, man. So just be careful, man. Stay out on the street where you belong. Period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a bonus banger game. So why did y'all do this one? Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. But be safe out there, people. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.